The key to good journalism is being professional. Good evening, and now our top story. This morning, a school bus full of children was hit by a train. There were no survivors. And now here's Dan with sports.
Thanks, Bob. Well, those school children may be dead, but the White Sox are alive. They beat the Red Sox. I'll have that game and all the scores after this commercial break. In this business, you don't have to like each other.
Bob is a sucker.
Amy's a bitch.
But you do need to respect each other.
Did she call me a sucker?
He sucks big, long, hard.
Well, I don't do that. In fact, I heard she does that in as early as the second date. Well, that's what I've heard. So she has no business calling me that.
Again, it all comes back to professionalism.
Bob, your tie is crooked.
Oh, my tie is crooked. Well, you smell like an aging, desperate Amy. Why don't you try to straighten that out?
Honestly, Bob, you can just kiss my big fat ass, and we're back.
I think preparation is very important in this business. I remember one evening we had some technical glitches, so Dan and Amy couldn't practice the news and were hearing it for the first time as they were reporting it.
Our top story, an earthquake rocked San Francisco. Thousands are feared dead. Dead? I have family in San Francisco.
Tough break, Dan. Today, lawmakers have banned smoking indoors statewide. Banned smoking indoors? What the hell? What am I supposed to do now? It's bad enough they make us feel like secondhand citizens, and now we have to freeze our asses outside? What do you think about this, Dan?
I think my Mima's dead. No one's heard from her since the quake.
We learned a lot that day. There's no substitute for hard work. And Dan and Amy can only report the news they've reviewed in advance.
I have with me world-famous children's book author Grover Cottonhands. Mr. Cottonhands, what books have you written?
I've written Daddy Hits You Because He Loves You.
I don't like it.
Mommy Drinks Because of Something You've Done.
Sucks.
And my new book, Grandpa's Not Dead, He's on Vacation.
Okay, we get it. You've written a lot of books. Mr. Cottonhands, the literacy rate in Kentucky among children is only 50%. How do you respond to that?
That doesn't sound right. I thought it was a lot lower. But we're always trying to improve.
Sure you are. Isn't it true, Mr. Cottonhands, that you would prefer that everyone stayed at a first grade reading level? That would broaden your audience, help sell a lot more books, and line your pockets as well. How do you respond to that charge?
Who's making this charge?
People.
Listen, I write children's books because I love to help children. I'm not responsible for the literacy problem. I'm not trying to make it worse, and I'm certainly not trying to profit from it. Why did you bring me here? What do you want from me?
The truth, Mr. Cottonhands, if that is your real name.
That's it. I'm done with this interview. Excuse me.
Way to go after the children's book author, Amy.
It's a slow news week.
Some people complain that there's no good news on TV. It's always stuff like, tonight, Lindsay Lohan gang raped behind bars. But I say, listen, Pushy, we give people the news they want. Which story would you watch? Tonight, we've got some kindergartners who bake some brownies for old people. Or tonight, Action 5 News, we've got footage of Mel Gibson burning Jews.
Hello, I'm Walter. I do the weather. Why? Because I'm black. Ask anyone else, they'll tell you the same thing.
Hello, he's black.
Walter? Yeah, he's black.
He's very personable, but mostly black.
It doesn't bother me. Job security. You don't see many personable Chinese weathermen, unless you're in China.
Now it's time to have a look at the weather. And we go to Walter. Hey, Walter, it's been a little chilly outside. When are you going to give us some warmer temperatures?
Well, Bob, we've been over this before. I don't make the weather. I report the weather. I didn't blame you when those children burst into flames this morning, so don't blame me because you had to turn on your defroster.
Okay, Walter, what do you got for us?
Well, looking at the radar map, it's hot as hell in the south. I got these little sunshine faces down there. Means H-O-T-T hot. Up north, we're gonna keep freezing our asses off because I got these icicles up there with the words "brr" on them. Means cold. Out west, not much going on, so I just threw a cloud or two over there. They not happy, they not sad. And our international weather spotlight today is Afghanistan. I put a little devil here because they don't believe in Jesus and therefore are going to hell, throwing stones at women with those evil beards and carrying on and such. Damnest thing I ever saw. Back to you, Bob.
We're going to go live on location back to Lincoln Park, where last week a rapist reportedly crawled into the back of a woman's apartment window and crawled into bed with her.
Thanks, Bob. I'm here with Detective Tyler Shatternick, who has been looking into the case. Detective, it's been a week. What can you tell us?
Unfortunately, we've reached a dead end, and we're asking anyone with tips to call local law enforcement.
What advice do you have for the citizens of Lincoln Park?
I'll hand that over to the victim's brother, Antoine Dodson.
Well, we obviously have a rapist in Lincoln Park. He's climbing in your windows. He's snatching your people up, trying to rape them. So y'all need to hide your kids, hide your wife, and hide your husband because they're raping everybody out here.
Okay, everyone, gather around. We're gonna take a team photo.
So we're waiting to take the photo, and Bob starts singing Christmas songs with lyrics, Amy's a bitch.
Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch.
And instead of someone reprimanding him for his unprofessional behavior, everyone else just starts joining in.
Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch, Amy's a bitch.
Trixy, you too?
But it's so catchy. Say cheese.
Cheese.